A technocrat, as defined by the Oxford Dictionary, is an exponent or advocate of technology, or a member of the technically skilled elite. Don't say Big Man Nate never taught you nothing, alright? Now you may ask me, how the hell did you come up with this build, Nate? Well, let me tell you. I was hoping you wouldn't ask because I have no fucking idea. Basically, I looked at the weaponry in Helldivers and I noticed there is a lot of technology that is pretty ahead of its time, mostly because the game is 100 years in the future. Things that we can't really comprehend in today's age. Laser weaponry is on the rise, but I already did a video on a laser-only run and I will not be reliving that hell. So let me run you through the build, and I think you'll start to understand more of what I was going for with this kind of theme. The stratagems we're using consisted of the orbital rail cannon, because I think railguns are the future, okay, not those pussy little lasers. And then I ran the Emancipator exosuit, because it's an exosuit. I went with the Emancipator rather than the Patriot, mostly just because I prefer it, and it's the newer one. I've been trying to get some more time under it. Then I ran the Ballistic Guard Dog because deadly drones are in fact being currently used in the Russo-Ukraine war, and I really do feel like that drone warfare is going to be the future. Small-scale drone warfare is likely going to replace a lot of boots-on-the-ground combat we see right now. And then I ran the Railgun because, like I said, railguns are the future, okay? Take a look at Japan's bullet train. Here, this is my autistic train rant for a second, okay? I need to have one of them. Electromagnetic rails push a train weighing over 700 tons to an average speed of 200 miles an hour, okay? Now, shrink that down to about a 1 ounce piece of aluminum going over 1,000 feet per second, directly at your skull, okay? The technology exists here to downscale electromagnetic forces, basically, right? It's a matter of time. People have already created quote-unquote railguns. I think Demolition Ranch made a video on one a while back. I'll see if I can link that and put it up here. But it's here. It's just a matter of time before it starts to really amp up. And we'll see how practical it is compared to normal ballistics. Anyway, that was my autistic rant about trains for a couple seconds. Needed that. Still here? Good. Because our primary weapon is going to be the Scorcher, because I cannot fathom how the fuck you can hold a gun that shoots bolts of gas. What kind of gas? I got no fucking clue, Chief. Did Hank Hill go too far? Did he start making propane and propane weaponry? I have no idea. It's cool as shit, though. The secondary is not going to be the shitty laser pistol, but rather the Verdict, because a 50 caliber handgun is the epitome of technology. 14mm, as it is described in the description, is 50 caliber. 14.7mm is basically 50 caliber. It's around the same measurement. And fun fact, in the description, it states that it fires 14mm rapid deliberation. Rapid deliberation. Eerily similar to the Desert Eagle firing 50 Action Express. Rapid deliberation, Action Express. I love Arrowhead. I love these developers. And then I decided to run the Thermite Grenade because Thermite is basically the final form of fire. Then our drip is going to be the SA-12 servo-assisted fit because
from the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me.
Anyway, before I get court-martialed for being an automaton spy, let me tell you about my adventures, okay? First mission, super easy, super slow, waste of my fucking time, okay? Mission number 2 went good until the end where a combination of chargers and stalkers ran through all my lives, and then I exfilled. Mission 3 went well until my guard dog shot me in the back of the head. Fucking automaton traitor is what he is. And then got chopped up, thundercunted, and wombo comboed before I left. Mission 4 was level 7 difficulty, and it was probably the easiest level 7 I've ever played in my 256 hours playing this game. I don't know if it was because the exosuit carried me or I got lucky with spawns, but it was literally just that simple. And before I got body slammed by a hunter, I left. Hey, we set a new record, y'all. This is the first build to surpass level 7 on the bugs, okay? And now we're moving on to level 8. Yeah, I lasted about 6.5 minutes. So, anyway, let's see how we pair up against the Automaton Menace. Mission 1 was to kill a factory strider. Now, I chose this mission on purpose because I wanted to test how difficult it would be with this build to kill a factory strider. It was fucking rough. I wound up just using myself as a stratagem to kill it towards the end of the fight. And then I just left the mission because it pissed me off that much. And hey, these videos aren't about extracting. They are about completing the mission, okay? Mission 2, I had to destroy this stratagem jammer first, and who the fuck buffed Razorwire? Genuine question. I want to know who buffed Razorwire. Right? Because this shit will shred you if you ragdoll on it. Now, I don't want this removed or reversed. I think this is hilarious in all actuality, right? I just want to know who did it so I can give them a standing ovation, right? The amount of people who are going to shit their diapers about how dumb they think this change is will make me very happy, because other people's meaningless anger is my guilty pleasure. After dying again, I completed the mission. Mission 3 was an interesting one, mostly because I only destroyed 4 out of the 5 fabricators, and I was just goofing around at exfil before I realized that the mission wasn't finished. But for time's sake, I'll go ahead and tell you this was easy enough, and if I wasn't an idiot, I would have completed the mission, so moving on. Crucify me if you want to. Mission 4 was where I landed on what I thought was a small base, and instead I found... Yeah, I lasted about 4 minutes. Anyways, boys, that was the Technocrat build. Let me know what you thought and what build you want to see next, because I am running out of ideas. Please, God, I need help. Just spitball. Put whatever you want in the comments. I don't care. Just give me something to work with. I'm actually I'm struggling a little bit right here. Oh, I know I will probably find one eventually, but Jesus Christ. It might be rough. It might be rough. We may have to start branching out a little bit, but yeah, that was this was an interesting one to make. I've been experimenting with it a lot in between the other build videos I've been doing, and it took me a while to really hone down what made sense and what didn't. Because I thought about using the sickle, and then I changed my mind on it, mostly because I really like the Scorcher on the bots, and so I played with the Scorcher a bit more on the bugs, decided that it was good enough to use. I was not going to use the Purifier. The Purifier sucks so bad, dude. If the Purifier is the only reason you want to buy the Polar Patriot Warbond, I recommend just skipping it altogether until they buff it. It's really, if there's another Warbond that you don't have, buy it instead, because it's just not that good. The Verdict is really fun to use. It's okay, but God, dude, Purifier is just mid. It's just mid and it makes me sad. But anyway, overall, I thought I'd done pretty good on my my loadout decisions. So, like I said, comment down below what you do different, or if you thought something else could have been done. Yeah, I really don't know. But yeah, I think that's gonna about do it for my little outro here. So leave a like if you like, dislike if you disliked, and I will see you next time. Subscribe for the next video.